Welcome to Voice of Britain. The cost of living is out of control, and people are feeling the pressure. Let's hear their voice.
Asking for more council tax. What are they doing with the current council tax we pay already? Can you see a return on your council tax? I can tell you what one council's doing. So let's talk about Barnet Council. Recently, Barnet Council issued a section 114, which is similar to bankruptcy, where leaders of the council have to get together quickly within 21 days and find out where all the money is going. Because on this occasion, an overpayment was made, an unlawful overpayment was made of £20 million. And you want us to pay more council tax? Like, what? Where did the 20 million go? Into a pension fund, but it was an accident. 20 million just poof. Now, I need people to know, and people always ask me, well, why am I going to care about politics? Why am I going to care about things going on in the council? This is why. I need people to know, wherever they live, if they're paying council tax, you need to find out if your council has issued a section 114 notice, because you need to start understanding and questioning where your money is going. Now, this is a list. The most recent ones, okay? Nottingham issued a notice in 2023. Ask them where the money's going. Ask them why they have to file this section 114 notice, which essentially says we can't meet our financial obligations, which will then lead to cuts of services. So where is your money going? Birmingham issued in 2023. Woking issued in 2023. Thurrock issued in 2022. Where's your money going? Why should we pay more council tax when they do not know what they're doing with our money? We need to start having meetings with the local councillors, meetings with the council, meetings with the MP. We need to start questioning. No one in normal life in business would keep on giving money if we are not seeing a return.
So just a quick one really on council tax. People are saying at the minute they're not paying it, and I think a lot of people are probably going to stop paying it, but there's going to be a lot of people who can't afford to pay it, and this is why it won't get paid. Not because people are refusing to pay it, it will be because people just can't afford it. But the government are pretty good. They've come to the rescue of people, haven't they now, and they've increased council tax just to make it a little bit worse than it already is. Let me know, guys, can you afford to pay your council tax at the minute? And with the price increase, will you be able to afford it then? It's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Let me know, guys, if you're struggling with your council tax. It'd be interesting because most of the people I know with the price increases coming up next month, it's a nail in the coffin for us, yet another one. Let me know, guys, I love you all. Thanks for watching.
You seen this new shit about the council tax? It's getting worse and worse and worse. So if you're single, like me, you get 25% discount off your council tax. And there's lots of different factors for people getting this. It's not just if you're single. They're taking it away. They're taking it away. They want you to pay full tax. For what? The country is literally falling apart. Literally falling apart. What the are you paying for? What are you paying for? I'll tell you what you're paying for. These corrupt snakes in the grass, that's what you're paying for. You see them going on their holidays like 15 times a year, that's what you're paying for. That's what we're all paying for. Stop paying your council tax. If we all come together and do that, there's not a single thing that they can do. Use your heads, people.
Did you know you pay more council tax on a £150,000 home in Hartlepool than you do in an £8 million mansion in Westminster? How does that make sense? The less you have, the more you pay. That's how council tax is working right now. It's not just unfair, it's making it more expensive to be less well off. This tax system is based on house values that haven't been changed since I was in nappies. Feels like we're in spin cycle, same broken tax year after year. Time for a tax that's simple, fair, and based on what your home is actually worth. That's what Fair Share is busy fighting for. Enough's enough. It's time we got this sorted. Head to Fairer Share, tell your MP you're in favour of fairness.
It never makes me happy to say that the UK is a dump, but I've seen that the council in Birmingham is no longer collecting the refuse of the residents, and that whole streets are just jam-packed with trash, and there's rats now running around that are the size of dogs. Guys, this is unacceptable. I'm paying less than €200 a year council tax in Spain. They collect our rubbish 5 days a week for less than $200 a year. Make it make sense.
As you all woke up on this brisk Tuesday morning, you'd have all received your council tax bills via post, via email. I'm from Bolton. I just want to talk to you about this. Back in February, Bolton council tax bills in Bolton to rise by 5%. I then got an email, your council tax bill for the year 25 to 26. So I open the email just to look at the bullshit, what they're going to come out with. 5.5%, not 5%, 5.5%. I'm now going to be paying over £2,000 a year for something that I don't even know what I'm paying for. And then they tell you where the rises are, where your council tax is going to be going. But within a couple of minutes of reading that bullshit email, I then responded, and I have let Bolton Council know they will not be receiving a penny from me this year in council tax until they can fully explain to me where that £2,000 a year is going. Because they've dimmed the street lights, the potholes are an absolute disgrace on the roads, the area just turned into a shithole, the local town's a shithole, never see a policeman on the street. Where is it going? To be frank, they can sit on that.
Well, here we go again, guys. Council tax bills just come through, and it's gone up by 30 odd quid a month, so I'm paying 250 something pound a month now. Unbelievable. I mean, it just never ends, does it? I don't even know what to say anymore. When you look at the breakdown as well of the costs, I think it's something like 90 odd quid went to the fire service, then it was the police, and then the council, local council, take like 1900 quid or something. Our bins get taken every 2 weeks, yeah? Every 2 weeks, not every week.
Council tax increase. So I don't know if anyone has looked recently, but a lot of councils, including mine, around the country have had their budget meetings. And in those budget meetings, the majority are increasing council tax. In my area, they are increasing it by 4.99%. And in areas like Bradford, I don't know if you saw the full council meeting that took place in Bradford, they are receiving a 10% increase in council tax. So there is a massive council tax hike across the country. And of course, there's uproar. Not just uproar because we are in the middle of a cost of living crisis and an energy crisis, and food poverty is at its all-time highest in recent years, and child poverty is too, especially in those communities that are high in deprivation. Push all that to the side, but on top of paying higher in council tax, a lot of us are losing essential services. We are having massive cuts to service. In my hometown, we don't even have a leisure centre anymore. They've taken that from us. We have nothing left. They're selling off dementia care homes to private investors. This is under a party that was founded on the back of trade unions. So what can you do? This is what you can do. You can mobilise yourselves. You can get in touch with your neighbours and your residents. You can contact trade unions. You can get involved in any way you can.